Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're not a part of my channel, if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below and you will see all my videos. Today's video is a collab. This is with Deanna from Taming the Frizz, Lauren the Joyful Homemaker, Kaylin and her channel Loved Happy, and Julie from A Beautiful Horizon. So this collab is about being intentional in this age of digital distractions. So when I heard the topic of this collab, I was thinking, what am I gonna talk on? This is a big topic and there are many different directions you could go with this topic. So talking about yourself as a mom, as a wife, as a Christian, as a mother, as a anything. How do we discuss this thing of digital distraction? And maybe not digital distraction, but technology is a really good thing. So before I go on with this topic, I will say check out these other wives and mamas channels down below, these other women doing this collab. I'm excited to look at their videos, watch their videos too, and see how they go about this discussion and see what they talk on. So I do not have all the answers for this and how to go about balancing your life with technology and your life with people around you and how to just balance all that. It's always a juggling, right? Deciding how much you should be on your phone, how much you allow your kids to watch TV, and everybody's different, and so there's no right or wrong answer. You just have to decide how you're going to balance it in your own life. So I definitely don't have all the answers to this. But like I started saying, technology is a great thing. Technology is so important in this day and age. And for instance, on my phone, I have everything. I have all my YouTube stuff, so all my notes. I do a lot of my videos on my phone. I edit them. You know, if you have a YouTube channel, how much you have to do. You have to then upload your video, you put on your thumbnail and your tags and all that stuff, reply to comments and discuss collabs and that kind of stuff. Then I have my calendar on there. I do my devotions on my phone. I read my Bible. I check the weather, of course, all my phone calls, all my texts, all my interaction with my friends, other than when we do meet face to face. But we're either emailing or we're texting or, you know, maybe FaceTiming. All of that is on my phone. I do a lot of my shopping on my phone. Just this morning, I spent probably an hour on I was on the iPad actually, but I was shopping for curriculum and I ordered a bunch of curriculum for this coming school year. So yes, I'm working way ahead. I think especially as women, because we're good at multitasking, we're on our phones as we're doing something else. So I could be cooking and I'm watching something on the iPad, or I am talking with someone and I could be doing something on my phone at the same time. I could be cleaning and I'm on my phone. Like, there's a lot of ways you can multitask and do both things, but I have definitely found that doing those two things at once makes both things not as efficient. I haven't read that note or read that email or watched that video, paid as much attention to it as I could have, and of course the job I'm doing is not done as well. So I've definitely tried to be more intentional with the times that I am checking my phone. If my phone is in my pocket and I hear a text, I pull up my phone, and when I look and see that I have a text and read it, I also have 2 new Snapchats, and someone else has emailed me, and oh, I have a notification from Instagram, and there's so many things that I will then check. So I open my phone to look at one thing, and then there are other things to look at as well. And so that can just take too much time, be so time consuming. So instead of opening my phone and answering each time I get an email, or each time I have a new comment on my channel, or each time I get a text, I try to wait for a couple hours and not even look at my phone, because there's nothing that usually is urgent. And so I can look at my phone after a couple of hours, then I can sit down for 15 minutes and answer these messages, reply to my texts, and so on, but I don't need to be checking it constantly. So in order to do that, I try to keep my phone away from me. For most times, like if I'm doing school with the kids, if I'm just spending time with the kids or with my husband, I keep the phone like on the kitchen counter, and I'll be in the living room or in the kitchen or in the, you know, dining area or whatever. And then, because if the phone is beside me, I'll see the light turn on when I get a notification and I'll look over at it. But if it's in the kitchen away from me, then it's easier to not look at it. And I don't turn it on silent, because anytime someone calls me, they are calling me on my phone, duh. And so I don't want to turn it on silent. I do want to hear that, but I also have different tones for different people. So certain people will text me and I know, okay, I'm sure it's not anything urgent. They'll call me if it's urgent and so on. So I try to keep it away from me if I don't want to be distracted by it. Because of the age our kids are and they don't have their own phones or tablets or iPods or anything like that, I wouldn't say we have any rules in our home that are like, as far as the kids watching shows, we do kind of, but as far as on phones, there's no like, okay, no phones after 6 o'clock or no, we don't really have any set rules. There's just kind of things in my mind that I think, okay, I'm gonna do this. So when I sit down in the evening, I will try to read one chapter of a book before I go on my phone. Because if I go on my phone, then I start watching something and I start reading something and just kind of getting hooked on that and just into it, and then I don't do any reading. So I try to read a chapter before I get onto my phone. Also, when I wake up first thing in the morning, I pull up my phone because I read my Bible on my phone right when I wake up. But I have this rule, don't check my email, don't do anything else. The first thing I do when I turn on my phone is open my Bible app and read it, because it's easy to get distracted. So a couple of things I keep in mind are, what am I missing out on? And this can be taken both ways, and I think of it in both ways. What am I missing out on my phone? If I don't look at it for an hour or 2 or 3 or 4 hours, what am I missing out on? Probably nothing urgent. Like I said, I will hear if somebody calls me and it's something important, but what am I missing on especially social media, right? What am I missing that someone posted on Facebook? What if I never see that post someone posts? Is it important? What am I really missing out on? Is it worth it to be wasting time on my phone? Number 2, what am I missing out on in real life? If I'm on my phone, what am I missing out on by my kids? I can hear them talking to me if I'm on my phone or on my device, but am I missing their facial expressions? Am I missing, they're looking at me thinking, can you look at me while I'm talking to me? Or what am I missing in the real life around me when I'm on my phone? Another thing to remember is that our kids are watching us, and like I said, there are so many important things to do, on your computer, and so our kids are watching us though when they see, especially when I'm on my phone, and like I said, I can be looking up school curriculum, I can just be checking the weather, I can be editing my video. There's so many things I can be doing, and if our kids just see us on our phone, for all they know, we're playing video games. So I try to show my kids what I'm doing. If they come and sit beside me, I'm like, oh look, I'm reading my Bible on here. And so they'll come sit beside me and they'll see, oh, okay, I can't read that. But I'm not just wasting time, right? So I'll say, look, I'm looking at this curriculum right now, or I am shopping for these clothes for you, or, and show them what I'm doing. And so they know that what mommy does on her phone usually isn't just time wasting. I'm not playing video games. I'm not just watching movies on my phone all day long. Because parenting is mostly, our kids learn more from us by what they see us doing than by what we tell them they should do. So if we say, oh, we don't waste time on our phone, that you should be going outside and playing and doing something productive, means so much less than what they say us do if they see us wasting time. So no wonder kids are growing up these days and wanting phones and wanting iPads at such a young age, because that's what they see their parents doing and they think that is such an important part of life. So far I feel like we have a pretty good handle on this whole technology thing and how much time to spend on it and all that. Once our kids get a little bit older, I'm not looking forward to that, because just thinking of setting guidelines and rules for them, I am not ready for that, because I'm not quite sure how we'll go about it, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So I hope this video was maybe a little bit of a help to you, or something I said was something that you could do in your life, and I'm gonna end right there. So once again, make sure you watch these other ladies' channels and see what they talk about in today's video, and I will see you for my next video. Bye.